big story around this fight is the absence of Khabib. Has he contacted you and given you a bit of guidance for this fight?
Every day, every morning.
Really?
First message, hey, how's your weight? How you training, what you do, who you spar. And also coach Javier, other coaches, they also send him the video from the sparring. He give me all good advice always, every day.
Islam Makhachev will be hoping to defend his lightweight title at UFC 284 this weekend against Alexander Volkanovski. However, Makhachev will be without his childhood friend and training partner, Khabib Nurmagomedov, in his corner. After the Eagle retired from fighting in 2020, he took up the role of co-head coach of the American Kickboxing Academy alongside Javier Mendez and helped Makhachev win the lightweight title against Charles Oliveira at UFC 280. However, several weeks ago, it was confirmed that the Eagle would be retiring from mixed martial arts entirely to spend time with his family. Despite him being physically absent from UFC 284, Islam Makhachev has confirmed that Nurmagomedov has been in contact every day. Alexander Volkanovski claims Makhachev won't try to knock him out. Islam Makhachev has claimed that he will look to knock out Alexander Volkanovski in order to quiet those who doubt his striking ability. The featherweight champion, however, is not buying those claims leading up to UFC 284, no matter how friendly they look when they actually face off with each other. For example,
ready? How's the weight? Good? Easy. Healthy. Strong. It's skinny. It's skinnier than I remember.
After tomorrow, you're going to do.
Huh?
After tomorrow, you're
Full.
going to
You're going to be full. Don't eat too much. Don't eat too much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Good luck Sunday.
speaking at the UFC 284 Media Day, the #1 ranked pound-for-pound fighter stated, "He's a very calculated fighter. He doesn't take unnecessary risks. Him coming there looking for a knockout, that's an unnecessary risk. He won't be doing that." Volkanovski said, "Take a look.
He doesn't take unnecessary risks. You know, that's the proper way of doing it. He does. We all know what they're good at and what they want to do. They're calculated in that sense. You know, a lot of people. You know, obviously you're seeing some people saying that he can strike, it's underrated, but then you're seeing a lot of people that, you know, say it's not good. But I mean, it is calculated. You know, I mean, that's something that he does very well. He doesn't overcommit too much. He does sometimes, but he doesn't. He will fight on the back foot and wait for the right time to shoot and things like that. His distance game isn't too bad. So little things like that he does well. Like I said, he's calculated.
While Volkanovski's only career loss came via knockout, it was all the way back in 2013 when he was competing as a welterweight. The featherweight champion has not fought at lightweight since his UFC debut in 2016. However, he is undefeated in 4 career fights at 155 pounds. He will look to become just the 5th double champ in UFC history at UFC 284. Islam Makhachev walks back comments on UFC 284 promotion after Dana White text. White recently dismissed Makhachev's claims publicly, as well as putting the champ's thoughts on the promotion for UFC 284 down to a mistranslation and the fact he's been in Dagestan. The UFC chief claimed the event is trending as one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. The 53-year-old also noted that he'd spoken to the Russian himself about the comments, something that Makhachev confirmed during his appearance at UFC 284 Media Day on Thursday. Having heard some of the numbers, Makhachev walked back his previous remarks. He went as far as to admit that he doesn't have a true understanding of how fights are promoted by the UFC, so therefore isn't in a position to criticize. "Now I understand, because I don't follow this game, how they promote, what they think, but they promote a lot," Makhachev said. Listen closely.
You know, I say something in the media, this fight not promoted, but Dana sent me message and show me all the rankings, all the, like, you know, all the stuff, how they promote, how they sell. Now I understand. Because I don't follow this game, how they promote, what they did, but they promote a lot, that's why we don't have tickets, and then I say pay-per-view, it's high, you know, maybe like it's gonna be maybe number 2, 3.
Israel Adesanya expects greatness from Volkanovski this weekend. Israel Adesanya is confident the world will hear.
And
Is Saturday night in Perth, Australia. UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski aims to further cement himself in the history books at UFC 284 on home soil. The Great returns to the lightweight division for the first time since his promotional debut in 2016. In a recent interview with the Mac Life, Adesanya claimed Islam Makhachev is that dude, but Alexander Volkanovski will shine under pressure. I expect nothing less from him this weekend. It's gonna be won on the feet. That's where I feel the fight's going to be won. Adesanya said, listen closely.
He shines under the pressure, and yeah, I expect nothing less from this weekend.
how do you see the fight playing out?
Honestly, it's going to be won on the feet. That's where I feel the fight's going to be won. Look, he has a tough task ahead of him. Let's not mince words or make mistakes about that. Islam is that dude. And I like the way Alex says, just keep that same energy when it's over. Don't try and tell me, oh, well, he's only fought 2 top 10 guys. Oh, well, he's not actually Khabib. Nah, keep that same energy.
This weekend is going to be great. We honestly can't wait. Let's keep the news rolling. Deontay Wilder makes exciting 2-fight offer to Francis Ngannou. In a recent interview with Trill Boxing Talk, Wilder suggested he and the Predator should fight twice. The first fight would be under boxing rules, while the second would be in mixed martial arts, and at least one of the clashes would take place in Africa. Let's make it a 2-fight deal. Everybody always comes to boxing. Let's do this. You come to mine, I'll come to yours. You come to my house, I'll come to yours. I'm a true warrior. Wilder said, take a look.
Yeah, I love to do it. I love to do it, man. You know, I think it'll be great. I mean, it feels good to do so. You know what I mean? I even thought about this idea though. I was like, all right, shit, let's make it a 2-fight deal. But
oh, that's wild.
You know, everybody always come to boxing. Let's do this. You come to my shit, so I come to yours.
Considering both men are notorious for their explosive, fight-ending punching power, this would be an exciting clash of titans. For Francis Ngannou, it's another potentially lucrative fight offer on the table now that he's a free agent. Would you like to see Francis Ngannou versus Deontay Wilder? Charles Oliveira returns at UFC 288. Opponent revealed. Charles Oliveira is reportedly set to return to the octagon at UFC 288 on May 6. Du Bronze will be returning to action for the first time since losing his lightweight strap to Islam Makhachev at UFC 280 in October. After multiple rumors about a potential booking against perennial top contender Beneil Dariush.
Are you confident you would get Charles Oliveira as your next opponent?
That's a great question. Honestly, no, because we were supposed to fight before, and he said he had some issues, and then that he needed to take care of, and then he got rebooked with Tony Ferguson. So that's another thing. I'm not super confident the fight's gonna happen anyways.
Oliveira's coach Diego Lima reportedly confirmed the booking to mixed martial arts journalist Alvaro Colmenero. Colmenero wrote on Twitter, Diego Lima, Charles Oliveira's manager and coach, confirmed to me that Oliveira will fight Beneil Dariush on May 6th at UFC 288. The former UFC lightweight champion recently confirmed that his managers Jorge Patino and Diego Lima were in negotiations with Benny's team. Oliveira is plotting a title shot at the end of the year if he can get his hands raised against Benny. That's all for today's video. If you want to know the latest UFC news, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell, and click the like button so you don't miss any details about the upcoming fights. Thanks for watching. See you soon.